Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We're back in the truck on a trip. It's been a long time. The last time was back in September when we tried to take this to the Redwoods and unfortunately had the mishap with the exhaust contacting the brake lines and the wheel speed sensor harness in the back. So I've since got that fixed and then done some other things to the camper. So this is the first time getting out it in some time. And excuse my voice, I've been sick for the last few days. I'm on the upward trend now, feeling better today and especially yesterday. So hopefully this doesn't linger too much longer. But anyways, I gotta head over to the Portland area for some family Christmas stuff anyways. And I'm working in a overnight camp trip tonight. Currently driving over the pass. It's a bit snowy right now. But I'm meeting up with Caleb Wallace. I'll drop his Instagram below or put it here in the video. You should definitely go check out his profile. We're gonna link up and find somewhere to camp here in the hills. Might get some snow, definitely gonna get some rain, but yeah, it should be a good time either way. I'm prepared, got the heater and everything. This will be the first time actually using it out in the real world, which is awesome. It's about 32 degrees out right now. It's a little after 11, so plenty of time left in the day to find a spot, get camp set up, and yeah, we'll just see what the weather has in store for us. So gonna continue on driving and I'll catch you guys up here in a little bit. So we just linked up with Caleb and his dad and friends. We are making our way out now to the campsite. I think there's 2 lakes we're gonna check out and maybe a lookout. Not sure what we're gonna see out here because it's pretty foggy. But yeah, otherwise should be good. The rain is slowed down a bit. It was coming down pretty good coming up over the pass. But yeah, should be a good time either way. Just making our way out there. So I just stopped to air down a little bit. It's getting a little steep and chunky, so we're just taking it slow, put it in 4 low so we can just crawl really slowly and take it easy on the camper. It's getting a little snow, but I did see some blue skies peek through. But otherwise, it's pretty decent out right now. The rain's not too bad, so that is nice. It was great to get up out of the rain into these freshly snow-covered trees. Super pretty up here, and we basically had the whole area to ourselves. After checking out some of the local lakes, we made our way up to this fire lookout. Now, I drive past this area numerous times a year, but I don't ever really make it off the highway to come out and explore these areas, so this was a real treat. I didn't even know this was here, and we were kind of graced with some awesome weather. You know, the sun was peeking through the clouds. We started to have little patches of blue sky, and it just made for a very scenic and picturesque location. This fire lookout's definitely in very good shape, which is great to see. Hopefully people continue to respect it and take care of it. And the outhouse probably had one of the best views I think I've ever seen from an outhouse. Back in the truck, so took a little ride up to that fire lookout. Just left my truck at the bottom because it's kind of slow on these bumpier roads with the stock suspension and that much weight. Just doesn't have enough rebound and compression dampening. But now we're making our way up to what is likely going to be our campsite for tonight. And it is just beautiful out. I mean, that fire lookout was incredible. The sun breaking through the clouds, and we're kind of starting to get above the weather layer, which is awesome. So it could be actually a pretty decent evening, but we're just cruising along right now, making our way. I think we're heading to maybe like a logging landing or something, just a flatter open area, and we'll be able to set up camp for the night. But it is beautiful out here. I am stoked that I was able to get out and make this trip happen, but it's been a great time. Now it's time to get camp set up. We found this awesome kind of dead end with a pretty big flat area for us all to park and set up camp. This is my first time setting up this 270-degree awning. I have to say, pretty impressed with how simple it is to set up. Definitely looking forward to getting some more use out of it. First thing on the menu was getting a fire started. It was decently cold, in the 30s, but we knew it was going to get colder as it started to get dark out. So getting the fire started was a must. Took a little bit to get it going, but we did finally get it going. After we got camp set up, it was time to get dinner ready and relax around the fire. Dinner for me was super simple, just had a steak and some instant mashed potatoes. But honestly, I was craving some hot dogs and I should have brought those instead. This fire was plenty big, kept us nice and toasty. Thankful we had a chainsaw in the group so we could gather some wood because it would have been a cold, early night without this. But now it was just time to relax around the fire, tell stories, and just enjoy being in the outdoors. The next morning we were greeted with nice blue skies. Still pretty cold, about 27 degrees. I kicked on the diesel heater, which got things nice and toasty pretty quickly. But first things first, it's time to make some coffee.
After sipping some coffee and enjoying some time around the fire and a quick breakfast, it was time to start packing up camp. Now, when putting this awning away, I did not expect to have the challenges that I had. I just could not get it rolled tightly enough to fit back in the bag, and it just felt like every which way I tried to put it in there was the wrong way. I think the frost and the snow overnight just made the fabric a little too crunchy and stiff, and I just couldn't get it tightly rolled enough to fit in the bag how it should be. I was able to get it up there enough to get it partially zipped so I could get back down the mountain and into town, and we'll just have to unroll it and let it defrost in town and try and repack it again.
So I just departed camp, and the guys are stopping to chop some wood, but it's just about 11 o'clock now, and I actually have somewhere to be this afternoon, so I'm making my way down from the camp spot. It was pretty great last night, had a nice big warm fire, and honestly the conditions weren't too bad, so pretty pumped. Diesel heater worked great, stayed toasty warm in the camper last night, so everything worked really well. I'm happy about that. It was a great time. But yeah, now it's time to start heading to our next destination and get down into town, air up, and get on the road. Well, we didn't really get to see a lot of these views coming up because it was kind of socked in yesterday with snow and stuff. So it's a nice treat coming down and having the sun be out and clear, getting to see some of these views here. It's a really pretty area, especially with some of the fog moving around and stuff. It's 23 degrees out, so it's still pretty cold. Hopefully when we get down to the pavement, the roads aren't super icy, because that's kind of the really only part that I'm worried about. And then I got to air back up once we kind of get into town and then get my awning put away completely. It was just so crusty and crunchy, frozen, that I just couldn't get it all the way into the bag this morning. So we'll sort that out once we get down into town. Well, just got back into town and got the tires aired up, pulled the awning out, and let it kind of defrost, and then repacked it so it's all squared away as well. We're all aired back up, and yeah, ready to call this the end of the trip. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this bit of a different video. Not a whole bunch of talking and stuff from me. Was kind of just focused on having a good time and relaxing. But yeah, super awesome to get out camping. Definitely looking forward to the next time. Hopefully that is not too far from now. Definitely got a few things to kind of dial in on the camper still, but it's kind of an evolving process as it is. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch you guys in the next video.